Hey, it's Keith from KG's Garage. Thanks for coming back for another video. Today I'm working on a 2014 Honda Odyssey. This is going to be the second alternator I put in this car. It's got 150 something thousand miles on it. I put a new battery in it already, thinking that was the problem. Then I checked the voltage coming out of the alternator, and it's not charging. So the battery had like 11.5 volts. Coming out of alternator, 11.5 volts. So alternator's not doing anything. I put an alternator in this thing about a year ago. So I have the video of when I replaced this alternator last year, and I was going to put it up on YouTube, but I started editing it and I noticed it was not a good video. So I'm making another one, and now I'm going to show you what I've learned, and hopefully this one goes a lot smoother. This is the second alternator that's gone bad, and so I think what's happening is there's this solenoid in here, and there's a gasket that goes bad for the V-TEC, and that drips oil, goes into the alternator and ruins the alternator. I can show you right here. So this guy right here, this thing here, there's a gasket somewhere here, and it's just leaking. I thought it was leaking at the dipstick right there. You can see it was wet, and I cleaned this off about, I don't know, a month ago. So I sprayed it down like a month ago, and you can see there's oil on there again. Anyway, so I'm thinking this is that gasket. I do have a new one of those gaskets. I'm going to replace that. And then if you look at the alternator, there's a new alternator from last year, and it's got all oil all over it. I'm sure once I pull that thing off, it's going to be soaked in oil. So I'm pretty sure that's what the deal is. You can go look up, and there's a TSB for this exact problem, where that leaks and it ruins the alternator. So, and then what happens is it ruins the alternator, and then the battery doesn't charge, battery goes bad. You replace the whole thing. So I got another alternator right here. Ordered it from Amazon. I guess it's just a generic box. It's remanufactured. I can't find any new ones. I mean, I spent enough on this one anyway. I think it's a Delco Remy, somewhere it should say. No, look, it actually says even Honda. Oh, Denso. So it's a Denso. It looks like it's I think Denso is the original manufacturer. So I got this deal, and we'll put this in. First thing I need to do is get the belt loose. There's a tensioner. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to disconnect the battery. The battery's still hooked up. I need to take that off and just start taking things off. I'll show you what we need to take off. Alright, so I took the negative post off. Just took the air cleaner, the air dam off. Took the cover off, the engine cover. And I got this long bar. This is for the tensioner. And it's a 14 mil. And you stick it on the bolt down there, and you push it that way, and you get the belt off. So now the belt is off the alternator. You see the alternator there with the ribs. And now I need to take off another million things to get that alternator off. Like there's a 10 here. I think there's, let's see what, oh, there's a nut on here I have to take off. And there's a plug on the back. And then you have a bolt here. Looks like it just bolts in two spots, and then a bolt here. Two bolts right across from each other. Take those two out for power, and then the connector. The connector is right here. That's probably a 10. I need to save that bolt. Well, that's the connector is here. It's got a rubber boot on it. Looks like on the top here, you would push down. Okay. Alright, I'll get that out somehow. I need some tools or something. Looks like there's a bolt. And you can't really see it. See this bolt here? Right below that bolt. Right below that bolt there is a bolt that goes through. I have to get that off. And then I think there's one on the bottom somewhere. Alright, so there's a bolt here that holds a spracket on. I took that off. That's a I think it was like a 13. And then underneath there is a Allen head screw that holds the alternator on the top. And it is a 6mm Allen head. Takes the bolt off. That's right underneath there. You can't see it, but it's right around here. Right underneath this bracket. There, that's in there right there. Oh, yeah. Alright, so that comes out. And then you can see this bracket gets loose. And you can kind of see it right there. Allen head right there. Top of the alternator. And then I think the other one is way down there. There. See it right there? It's focusing on something else. But it's right there, and I gotta get that off. And that one is gonna be fun. I don't have this in my shop on the lift, so I can't go up and down to get that. So either I'm gonna crawl on the ground or see if I can get it from up here. I think you can get everything from up here. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I got this bolt out. This is the long one that goes on this side here. Right, it goes through here on the bottom. It's a 14mm. I had to use this pry bar. It was a little tight. I got it off. Now the alternator is loose. I have to pull it this way. All this stuff's loose here. I pulled the power steering reservoir, the coolant reservoir up out of the way. There's a little down here. There's a coolant line. There's a clip there. I think that goes to the radiator. I pulled it out of the clip. And now the alternator's had to wiggle a little bit. And so the alternator's all loose now. I just have to lift it up, add a wiggle a little bit to get the bottom out because it's sandwiched. I just have to mess with it and get it out. Pull it out this way and then up. Oh, there was no fluid in here, so I just took it out. Get that out of the way. One of the problems is it's totally caked in oil, and I can't get a good grab on it. Alright, here it comes. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a boy! It's a baby boy! Look at this. This is new last year. There's just oil all over it. So the way I got it out was, took this off, moved the AC out of the way this way, took that water bottle out, there was nothing in it, moved this out of the way, moved this up like here. Anyway, it was this hose here that was stopping it, so I made a hole right in between there. Put this AC line out of the way, that line out of the way, and it came out right through there. So now, put the new one in. Alright, so now, I'm going to put the new alternator in. It's going to go in the same way as the old one came out. I'm going to move this guy over, move this over, and slide it in right here. And then it's just, this end has to go down, got to line that up, and zip, 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 and it'll be done. We go ahead and do it. It's raining really bad. That's what all the noise is. I apologize for that. It's a metal roof. So not much I can do with it. Alright. Alright, so new battery. New alternators down there. Everything's all buttoned up. Put all this stuff back. I need to add some fluid here because it was empty. I need to put cover on, which is no big deal. just, so these holes here, these guys go in those holes there. So you just gotta, and then there's these here that go in this bracket here, or this hole is right here. All right, real quick, these little rubber pieces are supposed to be in here. And then these here snap into it. I was wondering why I was having problems. So now you take this, get this past this side here, over here, then you push it into the rubber piece. There you go. And the same for that one. It pushes down in there, and now it doesn't lift up. And then here, you get a screwdriver. You just turn this. It goes into the, turn it halfway, it goes into that bracket. And then this doesn't lift up. 12.5. Alright, so you can see when I started it, it was 12.05, now it's 13, 11, 14, whatever. That means that alternator is working. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this video. It's the alternator install and new battery on the 2014 Honda Odyssey. I didn't show the battery, but I mean, all you do is 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10, 10, and you lift it out, put a new battery in. It's not that big of a deal. Appreciate everybody watching, and if you like the videos, please subscribe. If you want to see more, hit the bell notification. That will alert you when I post a new video. And I appreciate it. Any comments, questions, anything, put them down in the comments below, and I will answer them. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.